At Luminomics, we've made it our mission to maximize natural light in design spaces. But sometimes, our projects and design requests can present some pretty unique challenges. Here's how we go about designing solutions. Today, we're touching down in Reno, Nevada to check out our latest design solution at a new branch location for a national bank. The customer had just secured a new space for this latest branch when they reached out to Kevin May, Director of Installation and Business Development, for help.
The customer came to us with a real problem, and they wanted to use a space that had an atrium style front end to it. So basically floor to ceiling glass with a glass roof.
Now, we love natural light, but sometimes too much sun can actually be a bad thing, especially if you're in Reno, Nevada, where it's sunny 252 days out of the year. If you have an interior space there that's almost entirely enclosed in glass, well,
it just becomes an oven.
Exactly.
It makes it basically unusable. On top of those challenges, the roof was sloped at a 45-degree angle, which is a pretty steep angle. It also had a 45-degree return wall at each end, so the ends of the roof were trapezoids.
So to recap here, Kevin needed to turn this glass oven into a functioning bank branch. To do so, not only would he need to mitigate all the heat and glare coming in through the sides, but also design a solution to address the uniquely slanted glass ceiling. The task was difficult, to say the least.
The reason this space has been available is because nobody knew how to use it and make it comfortable. They recognized the aesthetics and the opportunities, but they were unsure as to whether they could control it all. We looked at it and said, there's got to be a way. This is a fantastic space. We can make it better.
So that's what Kevin and the team set out to do.
First thing we did was we covered all of the exterior glass with motorized shades floor to ceiling with a light filtering fabric. And then in a couple of specific spaces, we added a blackout fabric for privacy. The roof was a much bigger challenge. The way we did that was with a product that puts tension on all four sides of the fabric. And in doing so, it keeps the fabric nice and taut, and it creates an insulated space.
By leaving the tightened fabric a few inches away from the glass ceiling, it creates a sealed space that traps the sun's heat, leaving the rest of the interior space below the fabric nice and cool. But what makes this solution really ingenious is that the tightened fabric not only seals away the heat, but acts as a light source, creating large panels of glowing natural light. With studies showing that daylight in retail spaces increases sales by 40%, having all that natural light without the added heat and glare was a real win for the space.
With that pulled up tight against the glass, it looks like the whole ceiling is a light, basically. And it's free, plentiful, full spectrum daylight. It looks like $1 million.
Designing solutions means figuring out how to not only adapt to the challenges of a built environment, but to use those challenges to our advantage. While a glass enclosure in the desert may seem impossible to create a usable space with, Kevin was able to design a solution that transformed the challenges of that space into opportunities, bringing about the true potential of the building.
It's a really good feeling. It's a really good feeling to see all these people come together and know that we can really do what others can't.